Is it good evening? My team is known as the ESAs. We occupied table 2. That was the number that we were given. So because of time, I will just go straight to the presentation. And I will start with the mission statement. And the mission statement reads like this. Our mission is to become champions of transformation of food and nutrition security through transferring knowledge into action to foster holistic development. So you can see it is a very strong mission. Then a listing of the points with the red dots. That one we were told the ones that were mostly voted for. We had 2 that we felt at least were the most important. The first one is providing young people with volunteer opportunities to run 4K clubs in primary schools to get them interested in agriculture. The second one is to incorporate policy and decision makers to facilitate implementation of policy recommendations that come from the collaborations. Now, the ones that had, were they not blue? They were green, eh? The one with the green dots. And these ones were the ones that were most innovative. We also had 2. One was one of launching a model farm to promote learning by the youth. And this one meant that they have to do agriculture, and we have a model farm where they can have agroforestry, livestock, and crop growing. The other one was to provide an open source value chain model for climate smart agriculture. So that is our presentation.
So my name is Keith Njiru. Our team is #AG Spiders Group. #AG Spiders Group. AG Spiders Group. We chose the name because we believe in AG, #AG Spiders Group. We chose the name because we believe in creating networks just in this same way a spider uses the cobwebs in the nini. So So right away to our presentation. Our mission statement is networking for sustainable food security and nutrition. That's our mission statement. And the points which had the maximum number of red dots, those were the ones which we picked out. They were fundraising, promoting research, cross-learning among member organizations, the idea of sustainable food festivals and creating consumer awareness, policy and formulating policy and advocacy which is in line with food security, and finally networking. And then the points which we thought were the most innovative were commercialization of high value trees, communication, online communication through social media using catchy phrases and hashtags to steer the conversation, development of pro-women food policies and guidelines, and policy and advocacy again through lobbying, fundraising, and networking among peer-to-peer organizations. And so the 2 points which we saw that were really overlapping, they were the central theme were fundraising, networking, and policy and advocacy. That's it.
I need to sit near my group so that they can protect me. The group name is this one. If you can't read it, after. Yeah, exactly. The intendant to do that. Okay. You know what loquat is? That very sweet fruit. These guys are very sweet. The mission statement. The mission statement, of course, drives from about 5 thematic areas, and it reads like this: invest in research, knowledge transfer for sustainable food and nutrition security. We forgot to put the year because we wanted to ask all of you, when have we timed our SDGs? Is it still 2030 or it is 2050? The list of the red dots, you remember the red dots? This means what are the most important aspects we have discussed today. The first one is capacity development, mentoring, and coaching for all those that are doing food and nutrition security. Number 2, we should have all our activities based on data. So we should have advocacy on data. Then we should focus more on commercializing agriculture. We should also think in terms of what policies have been formulated by respective governments and how we review their implementation. Then one must be very, very clear on what we gain from the project that we undertake. List the points, the most innovative ideas. Of course, I like this group. Because when they discussed, they brought me back to when I was born. Focus more on children and expectant mothers regarding nutrition. Of course, the other one is partner with the SIANI to raise funds for activities, and then we can be able to look at some of the things that we need to think about and emphasize more. Youth, 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 5 times. Market linkages. Good evening.
I'm Simon from Group 5, representing Group 5. The name of our group is Lishe Bora. Our mission statement is Lishe Bora. Mission statement is to promote sustainable agriculture among smallholder farmers through innovation, knowledge dissemination, gender equality, and resource mobilization. Our list of points with the red dots is number 1 is to create a network of urban and peri-urban farmers, provide technical support to groups undertaking urban farming and peri-urban farming. Number 3 is to enhance capacity building for better food storage. Number 4 is to market networking for products. List of points with the blue dots is knowledge and communication. Localize the knowledge of consuming healthy, nutritious food and supporting local farmers. Number 2 is capacity building and advocacy. That is developing incubation centers in partnership with SIANI to further our ideas. Number 3 is resource mobilization. Engage in collaborative research by developing joint proposal for grants and funding. Number 6, which was very, very important for our group, was pushing for gender justice which in broad terms we are looking at equality and spaces for people, inclusivity of young people. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Julie. Our team name is Sustainable Food Security Group, also known as... Yes. Our mission statement is to address climate change through indigenous knowledge to improve food security and nutrition. Our most important points were carrying out activities that address climate change using indigenous knowledge. This will promote adoption of strategies to embrace and mitigate climate change among grassroots communities, promoting value addition in order to increase incomes, collaboration and networking among different stakeholders. It's time for us to move as a unit and stop working as silos. Capacity building, it's important for us to put the knowledge out there so that people can be able to benefit from it. Policy integration and harmonization at both county governments, national governments, also regionally, in order to promote sustainable food production and security, and telling successful stories in nutrition and food security in order to paint a new picture regarding agriculture, and also to create a strong social media presence in order to entice the youth to join agriculture. Right. Our most innovative points were to build on products and services of trees and forests to overcome food shortages. Trees such as the baobab have potential to provide food. It's time we start looking at such options. Aquatic farming, whereby we can introduce aquatic farming in areas that originally didn't have such, in order to promote people and change their mindset so that they can start consuming fish and move away from wheat, and ugali has to be taken with chicken and beef only. Yes. Vertical farming or soilless farming, this is where you take farming indoors. It has the potential to have higher output per square meter, so it's something that should really be looked into. Promote food base from indigenous crops. It's time we start thinking out of the box and consider traditional crops such as managu, as well as insects for a source of food. They're easier to get and also cheaper, and they have the same nutritional, if not higher, nutritional value. To embrace the blue economy, whereby we can tap into the potential of our oceans and our seas in order to feed the people. For example, promoting consumption of algae or fish in general. Then blended finance for young agripreneurs. And that's all.
Okay, and that is all.
My name is Kwach. On behalf of Group 1, our group name is Twiga. For non-Swahili speaking friends like Matthew, Twiga means giraffe, and giraffe is seeing far in this era of climate change. Our mission statement is to transform our communities through inclusive, innovative, and collaborative sustainable agricultural initiatives. We identified the most important points as follows. 1, to create scholarship and internship opportunities. 2, field learning, e.g. demonstration and research farms. 3rd, fundraising under a consortium. 4th, advocacy for the vulnerables. 5th, networking among organizations. 6th, which is the last one, is awareness creation. Then we move to the most innovative ideas. The first one is information sharing for market opportunities. The second one is school gardening programs. 3, greening the food value chain, including renewable energies. The 4th one is digital content creation in agribusiness opportunities. The 5th one is training the right skills in entrepreneurship. 6, which is the last but not the least, again, fundraising under a consortium. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Team Twiga.